Everybody ready? Alright, Andy's out today, so I'll be taking on his duties as a chair. It's just, anyway. Got a little frog in my throat, so if you'll excuse me. Please, we'll start by asking everybody to turn off their cell phones. And then secondly, we'll say the Pledge of Allegiance and have a moment of silence.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, first is the approval of the agenda.
I move to approve the agenda.
I'll second the motion and take it to a vote.
Aye.
Aye. Agenda is approved for August 19th at 11 a.m. Second, we have community information items. Elsa, do you have any community information items?
Just a lot of congratulations. Number one, to all of our staff who've been amazing with the fire down at Hayden Meadows that we experienced just a few weeks ago. And Dan, thank you to all of your staff also, and for continuing to respond while we don't have a director of emergency management in the county. All of the extra effort that you all are doing, especially with the La Plata fire as well. A huge congratulations to Heath, who finished his last race of the summer this weekend. And also to Pub Works, they got the 2025 award from the APWA, and that's a huge honor. Just very impressed with all of our staff at every level right now.
Let's see, I guess I should bring up, a few people have brought to my attention, and somebody just came in my office and brought up, asking if we had a noise ordinance, and I couldn't answer the question, but I think we need to
We do.
start addressing the mufflers, and it seems to be getting worse and worse around town. So anyway, a gentleman just came in from West Park and said that they're racing up and down the street, so I may ask Heath to start helping us with the noise ordinance and also the drag racing. So that's all I got. A little negativity after all your positivity.
We're such a good balance. You know, I do think we should start talking about like a community service officer or something, cause the sheriff's office doesn't have anything, but the police do. And all sorts of ordinances we could be putting more effort into and more resources behind. I just talked to somebody this morning about rubbish and trash violations, and there just aren't many resources at the county level behind those. So maybe we could have a work session about it.
Yeah, I should throw it up on the radar. This is a reminder that meeting recordings are available. They're all recorded, and work sessions as well are recorded and available on the Lake County Government YouTube channel. They are transcribed and indexed, and the recordings can be watched at a time that's best for you. Subscribe and stay informed on county decisions. Next, we have public comment, which is available for residents wishing to speak on an agenda item or another issue not on the agenda. To make a public comment, residents may request to speak by raising your hand in person, using the raise hand feature in Zoom, and sending a message in chat, and the chair will call on the public in order. Comment is limited to 3 minutes, not including board questions. Action, if required, will be assigned to county staff. The chair may also ask that public comment on specific agenda items be held for later in the meeting. In certain instances, public comment will not be accepted, such as on public hearing items noted on the agenda. You wanna go first, Kelly? You wanna state your name?
My name is Kelly Sweeney. I'm a resident of Twin Lakes. And just as a commissioner, first off, thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to speak, and good morning to all of you in the room. Commissioner Tharp made the point that I was going to make, which is wildfire is a frightening reality in Lake County. She mentioned the fire and the Plata Peak and also the one that burned 20 acres off of County Road 24. It is now time for Lake County commissioners to submit to the state water engineer that it is considering designating the Markham Pond as an exempt fire suppression pond. It meets all of the fire suppression pond designation requirements. It is not within 1,000 feet of a hydrant or a cistern, and it has water flowing now from the Friends of Barrier Creek, and that will be a yearly process that we will not have a problem doing while we try to get an actual official determination where we don't have to keep doing the substitute water supplies, that that's a historical creek flow. Compared to Jefferson County and Park County's efforts to protect rural areas and their residents with fire suppression pond designations, Lake County is way behind schedule. You get to determine 30 ponds, you get to designate them. Even Rachel Zincanella, the Division II water engineer, has asked us, why aren't we moving forward on getting that pond designated as a fire suppression pond? I realize that Mr. Ehrlich wants help from the Colorado Division of Water Resources, but that is not how this program is supposed to work. They are not supposed to determine whose rights are what, etc. The determining factor for these ponds is safety and protection needed and that it meets the statutory criteria. That should be done in conjunction, I know, I hate to do this by saying with OEM, because I know you're super stretched. And with Leadville Lake County Fire, and the county input, obviously Public Works, whatever, but locals should be allowed to participate in that too. The Colorado Department of Water Resources doesn't particularly like this legislation because it gets in the way of their goal to send water down south in the Arkansas. People in Twin Lakes in particular feel it's sort of a conflict of interest engaging them in the determination of what ponds should be protecting citizens and property when their goal is to get water down south. In Twin Lakes Village and Gordon Acres and the Heritage Park, we lack meaningful access to fire suppression. The closest access is currently a 10-minute round trip, not including the fill. When we had a volunteer fire department, they installed a dry hydrant, same kind as is used at High Mountain Institute. Chief Daly, as well as other members of his staff, have been out there to look at it. Larry Markham, before the pond filled, cleaned out the dry hydrant intake pipe and also placed a screen over it and secured it. And make sure that I get all of my points in. How much time do I have? We also have a 1964 aerial photo, among others, that show the pond's existence. How did we get this photo? We got it from the person that used to hold Rachel Zincanella's job. And I have copies that I can send out for you. We got that one, and we are more than willing to help in any way. We will resubmit the application that we submitted before because things have changed a little bit now that we're under the substitute water supply plan. But we would definitely like to get this done because the types of engines that can draw from that pond are the type that can go up the steep roads in Gordon Acres and also be able to get into the Heritage Park and off-road, if you will, on that flat surface and get over to Angel View's side and help fight fires. So I will go ahead because I'm not sure if I use my time, but I know there are other people that want to speak.
Thanks, Kelly.
Questions?
Yeah, so what's the plan of action? How do we make this happen? You said you've already submitted an application.
Well, we need to update it now because now we're getting our water under substitute water supply plan. Before we got it from the ditch that was cut off. But now we have it through a legal process, so we need to change our application form. And then we give it to you, and then all the commissioners do at this point is you say, Colorado Division of Water Resources State Engineer, we are considering designating this pond as a fire suppression pond. And that gives time for anything else that maybe needs to be done. And I defer to your legal counsel, it is possible that maybe you can go forward with the information that we give you and just make the designation submission to the state to go ahead and rule on it. Also, another option, but we think time is of the essence. So another option would be you could wait until you determine what other ponds you wanted to designate and do several at one time. But I don't know how long that would take, and it would be a shame since we've been trying to do this since when they swore in the fire station or whatever, dedicated the new fire station.
Yeah.
That's a shame, and the shame is not on us, we have tried, but we couldn't get the ear of the commissioners.
We just did a tour of the power plant down in Twin Lakes, and we totally brought this up that we need to get on the fire suppression
Good.
pond designation. Our impression though was that it might be good to wait till fire season was over, just for Dan Daly, Chief Dan's bandwidth. But Dan, what is actually a good time to bring this up and start talking about our county's fire suppression pond designations?
Sooner the better.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think the season itself won't have any kind of impact on moving forward with this.
Okay.
And if I may, I'm in favor of any kind of water source that we can get in Lake County.
Yeah.
So if the county commissioners are in favor of this, of designating this, then that'd be great for us for emergency response down there. You just had a visit down at the power plant.
Yeah.
That is our water source currently right now for all of that corridor.
Right.
And it would be great to have one specifically within the Twin Lakes area, and it's already been there.
Mm-hmm.
It has the piping, there might be a little bit of retrofitting that we need to do, but for the most part, it's there and ready to go.
Cool.
Be a great asset for us.
Is there other ponds that you've identified that we could include in the application or the letter of intent or whatever it will be?
No, not right now.
Okay.
We have them designated all throughout Lake County, Beaver Lakes, Mount Massive.
Yeah.
There's other areas, I mean, Moose Haven has one.
Okay.
Currently in a small little pond area, so they're all throughout Lake County, of course, right, Lake County, there's a lot of water here.
But don't we need to get,
Don't have one in the area of Twin Lakes, and now we could, it's just difficult for us to get into the Twin Lakes area.
Mhm.
And this one has a specific turnaround, it's
Mhm.
flat, I went down there, I observed it, it's a great area for us in
awesome.
the core.
Well, we can't make a decision if it's not on the agenda, but
Right.
appreciate you bringing this up, and I'm glad that you were here, Dan, because we were making an assumption that this was not a good time, so we will move forward.
And how do we get on the agenda? We just submit the application and then it'll
I
happen?
think there's a
There's a
link on
link,
website, yeah.
and it,
Request.
yeah, it'd be probably something we would do in a work session first, so since today is a regular meeting, everything on our agenda is pretty much decision making.
Yeah.
So to do a work session, that way we can all get on the same page about who's going to do what to move forward, that's probably what we would do,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
My name is Larry Markham, and good morning,
Good morning.
and thanks for this opportunity to speak with you all. And I'm here also requesting your approval to officially designate the existing pond in Twin Lakes as a county fire suppression pond. It's a designation that's essential to move it forward for state approval, as Kelly was just outlining. And this isn't from scratch, as she also indicated. The dry hydrant was installed in the pond by the former volunteer fire department in Twin Lakes, now defunct. And the county fire department has already inspected and improved the hydrant. So we have the infrastructure and we just need the official designation. And why does this matter? Well, Twin Lakes sits completely surrounded by national forests. During the season, we're essentially an island of vulnerability. When, not if, we face a wildfire, every second counts. The pond designation would mean our firefighters can rapidly refill their tanks without leaving the area, potentially cutting response time down significantly. And what's at stake? Many of our residents are elderly with limited mobility. Our community is built almost entirely of historic structures, some dating back over a century and more. And these aren't just buildings, they're irreplaceable pieces of Colorado's history. Once lost to fire, they're gone forever. So our ask here is simple but critical. This designation costs the county nothing, but enables everything. It allows us to move to state level approvals and gives our fire department the official authorization to use this resource when lives are on the line. So you all have the power to facilitate making this happen, and not just that, there are significant ancillary benefits to this, environment and ecological benefits like habitat enhancement, wildlife habitat enhancement, water quality improvements, groundwater recharge, biodiversity, plus there's water management benefits, there's economic and community benefits, there's risk management benefits, regulatory benefits. I've made copies of these for each of you so you could have them to review at your leisure. So I
Thank you,
don't go
Larry.
over my time.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Pass those on down, please.
appreciate it.
May I approach and get
Sure.
the maps?
Candace, could you
Again,
get
this
this on
was
our
provided by Bill Tyner.
session? Thank you. Do you wanna leave one for Andy? We can,
Oh, who's gonna pass it
That's Andy's.
yeah, thank you.
in? Oh, and I think these are letters.
Okay, so Candace is gonna get us a work session. And we'll reach out to Chief Daly to make sure that you're available, so we all know the steps and we can expedite it.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you all for
Robert, did you
coming.
wanna say something? Oh, okay,
for support.
alright.
And if you had an engineering question.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Jane,
Your glasses.
Hi, Jane Harrelson, 172 Rafferty. I'm here on behalf of PB Swims. $75,000 has been donated to PB Swims from our generous locals. There's $130,000 worth of conservation trust funds that have been held by the county for a few years, and they are designated to go to the aquatic center. And that sales tax fund, January through June, has $247,000 in it. So that's up to, for the aquatic center, $452,000. PB Swims is putting together an RFP to get into the aquatic center and upgrade the ADA and locker rooms. We're using the 2020 Lake County Aquatic Center facility audit that was done by Ascenza Architecture, and it was also updated to some extent by the school district. And so I just wanted to update the county and let you know where we're going, what we're doing. That RFP, we are gonna put it through Buy Board. We're a membership of this establishment called Buy Board. It's a procurement company for school boards and nonprofits. And so we'll get the county the RFP as well. I know that there are a lot of talented local contractors that aren't gonna see it if we don't show it to them. So that's where we are now. And Commissioner Tharp, thanks for agreeing to meet with me, and we'll get on that.
Yep.
And thank you both for serving, and Andy, who's not here.
Thanks, Jane.
thank you, Jane.
Candace, could you look into the conservation trust fund situation? Thank you.
Oh, and I can email you that, the particulars of that, Candace. So you know that
Thanks, Jane.
ordinance and everything. Or
Thanks, Jane.
resolution.
Let's see, with their hand up that there is somebody that would like to speak.
Jan Morsel, would you like to speak?
Yes, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good morning. I wanted to add my voice, even though my neighbors who showed up to speak in support of the fire suppression fund have already made most of the important points. And I understand already from the comment that you want to put it on the work on the agenda of the next work session. I just wanted to emphasize how huge the support for that is from all the residents. So even though only 3 people came to you, I had planned to come, but then there were last minute delays. There's no opposition and a huge support to have this in town. Just to remind you, not that you need reminding, we have the La Plata fire that is like 8 miles away from here. Yesterday, we saw big helicopters scooping up water in the lake. We had last weekend, the Leadville 100-foot race, so we had several thousand people in town. So besides the year-round residents, there are a whole bunch of visitors. So I think it's a real life and safety issue. It's also life and safety issues for the firefighters. They who are asked to put their lives or health online and to provide them with as many resources as possible, in this case, the water, I think is exceedingly important, and it's too bad it has been delayed. And it's sitting right here in town, basically, and it's a resource that can be established, as far as I can tell, with no expense for Lake County, and their whole application and meeting the criteria. Larry and Kelly and Robert and others have spent many, many hours putting that together. And while there might be other places in Lake County where that might also be a good idea, I think you have now a chance by submitting this letter to go through the process and finding out, well, are there any other tripwires in the process or not? So hopefully it would be a very smooth process. And so besides waiting maybe for other areas, and as the chief indicated, they don't really have the time to do that. So here you have a dedicated group of volunteers, of residents who have done the footwork really, and have dug out these old maps to prove that this pond has always been there. And I really appreciate if you could support this. And thank you very much. I live in Twin Lakes, by the way, 200 Lang Street. Thank you.
Thank you, Jan. Appreciate it.
Hey, Jan, while you're here, could I ask you a question?
Of course.
From your perspective, yours alone, what is your impression of why the previous BOCC was not fully on board with this? I similarly have not seen any reasons why not to do it. Is it because the water for the Markham Pond was not secure during their time in office, or what is your impression of the delay?
I don't know, and that's a scary thing. I have never heard them express in public any rational argument. When it all started, the water was flowing. And by the way, the water that feeds it is a natural waterway, even though some water lawyers want to tell you otherwise. It's very easy to see it is a natural waterway. So that actually started way before that, even with that disagreement with the big developer there. And so the disappointing and really scary aspect is that they have never had the courage. I don't know what they had to actually say, and they certainly didn't have to spend any money or time. So it still baffles me that they haven't acted on it, and there are rumors, but I will not repeat them, why they might be not supportive of anything coming from Twin Lakes, basically. It seems such a basic life and safety issue that to me it's like a no-brainer. If there's one basic functions of local government, it's really to provide safety and health. And then maybe building roads, okay? I mean, that should be the first thing. So I cannot tell you. I wish I could tell you. If we had known there was any reason that we could approach, we would have done that. And we really hope with the new board that we have, I don't know what, better ears to listen and eyes to see. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist, it doesn't even take a fire scientist. You can walk around, you're surrounded by trees, and there's the water, and there's a dry fire hydrant. It's like, dang, you're not using it? And it's like, well, hasn't had the official designation. So yes, please do that. I cannot help you with that.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate you answering.
Thank you.
Yeah, see you at the work session.
Thank you, Jan.
Okay, thank you.
That concludes the public comment period. Next, we have item number 1, the calendar, work session and regular meeting agenda review led by Sandra Pettis, Executive Admin Assistant.
Go ahead and pull up the calendar, we'll see if I can show this. Okey dokey, alright. Next Monday, the 25th, we have a work session from 11:30 to 12:45. Lake County Build a Generation Leadership Roundtable at CMC, that's from 2 to 4:30. Lake County School District Board of Education has their work session from 5:30 to 8. And there is a planning commission meeting scheduled from 4 to 6. Tuesday, the 26th, all I'm showing so far, we have a very short special meeting for housing from 12 to 12:20. On 27th, community coffee from 8:30 to 10. And we have a legislative work session with is it Elizabeth, yes, thank you, from 10:30 to 12. And so far, Thursday and Friday of next week, we do not have anything scheduled on the calendar. So, good, questions?
No, I'm out Monday and Tuesday, just so everyone
Monday and
knows.
Tuesday, okay. Hopefully Andy is here. And now that you say that, I saw that on your calendar, yeah. Thank you for putting that on. Okay, let's move to, take a look at the agendas for next week. We're not gonna look at the agendas. Let's try to restart it. Those teams is fussy. Let's go where? Yeah, for whatever reason, it is not happy. Yeah, well, I'm not sure what's going on with that. Yeah, I don't know if they can go over it on Teams on their own teams. My team seems to be working, I don't know why this isn't.
Just a second.
Talking about week the 1st.
And so the first one would be on Monday, the 25th in work sessions.
Oh.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it won't, even if I like hover right here and go back to like regular meeting, it won't switch. Yeah, so yeah, usually,
Yeah, why don't you just,
usually if you hit that, it'll come up here too, but
Mhm.
it's not always the case.
okay, work session.
I mean, read it, I got it right here.
8:25,
Cause this is
I
like
do.
stuck in chat.
11:30 AM, overview and discussion regarding public and private partnerships and how they
No,
can
this is
support
BOCC room.
housing efforts in Lake County.
great,
It won't switch for whatever reason. It was up earlier cause I had the packet up.
Led by Ann Schneider. Public-private partnerships.
No, I'm sure we can, I'll talk to Justin and see if we need to like sign out, sign back in or something. But, yeah, usually when you're in chat, it brings up all of these.
Sandra, what is the next meeting so we can move this?
The 25th and then the 27th would be another work session. Since you're already on there.
I got 8:27, I don't have anything for 8:26.
That's the legislative, be 2025 legislative overview and updates with Elizabeth Rosenau,
Okay.
Political Advocacy Inc. So that's for the 27th, and then the special meeting on the 26th. This is for Jackie, the discussion and consideration of a special limited partnership with Leadville Lake County Regional Housing Authority for the housing at 10,200 foot project. And for our next regular meeting on the 2nd, there is a rough draft in there as well. It's starting to look a little lengthy, but I think some of this can move to the consent agenda. So there'll be resolution amending the county board and position appointments, just to update any new board appointments that have happened in the last quarter. I don't think this is a thing anymore, we're changing that to something different as well, the encroachment thing.
I believe so.
Calling it something, it's a different type of agreement, so that's a housing license agreement, but that might have a little bit of
Might be
revision.
easement instead.
Discussion and consideration of an equipment lease between Lake County and Leadville Downtowner for a Twin Lakes shuttle bus. Discussion and consideration of a third amendment to the sublease with Elevated Community Health. And then CPD has a file 25-23 for a conditional use permit for an accessory dwelling unit located at 138 Lang Street in Twin Lakes. And then we have a special events liquor permit for Cloud City Wheelers. A PSA with Digital Deb for continued tech support for the senior citizens. Approval of a mutual confidentiality agreement with Xcel Energy. And then our veteran services report for August, and then your normal approval of payroll and accounts payable packets. That's on the consent agenda, so.
Thank you.
After the meeting, we'll try to figure out what's going on with this.
Thank you, Sandra.
You are very welcome.
Moving on to item number 2, discussion and consideration of an IGA between Lake County School District to conduct and administer the 2025 coordinated election to be held November 4th, 2025, led by Tracy Lawrenson, clerk and recorder.
Thank you. This is a contract to administer the school district's election, obviously, required by state statute by the 26th. And it just outlines the deadlines, responsibilities of each party, and then their agreement to pay their fair share of the election.
Okay.
And number 3 is, so 2 is with school district, 3 is with CMC. And we've already approved the city of Leadville budget. Those are the only 3 for this.
I move to approve the IGA between Lake County and the Lake County School District to conduct and administer the 2025 coordinated election.
I'll second the motion and take it to a vote.
Aye.
Aye. Moving on, number 3, discussion and consideration of an IGA between Lake County and Colorado Mountain College to conduct and administer a coordinated election for 2025 to be held November 4th, 2025, again led by Tracy Lawrenson.
Same thing.
I move to approve the IGA between Lake County and the Colorado Mountain College.
I'll second the motion and take it to a vote.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, Tracy.
Thanks, Tracy. Go forth. Make democracy happen.
Try your best. Maybe your last election you ever put in.
Wow, just saying stuff in here. Not knocking on wood. Okay, Chair, thank you.
I didn't notice that. I'm gonna move on.
I don't know if she knows.
I sent a couple emails and I just sent her another one this morning, but I don't know if she's gonna make it. I haven't heard back from her.
Laura Cruz is not with us.
Yeah, not positive.
Yeah, I have so
I
many
think we can
questions.
tackle this. She's had a lot of emergent moments this week, so
Yeah,
I think we can tackle this.
Okay, should we,
So can I just ask a quick question about it? Is it, this is to like have a specific person to help with getting folks with disabilities access to their government benefits, is that correct? Like SSI, SSR, Medicaid? That was the impression I got from the
I think you are.
IGA or the MOU.
Yes.
So it's the ability to hire an FTE to be able to help people get access.
we should probably call it
Or not
out.
access, not an FTE, excuse
Yeah,
me.
to use them as a provider
Provider.
to help us do that when we need it.
To help them,
I should probably read
navigate
it before we discuss it.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
look through it.
Yeah,
Discussion and number 4 is discussion and consideration.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
oh,
MOU, I know Andy's not here and
You do great.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep this whole thing on track.
You're doing great. I'm sorry I interrupted
It's
you.
okay. Discussion and consideration of a memorandum of understanding between Human Services and Easter Seals
Mhm.
of Colorado for their disability access program. Now we can discuss it.
Sorry. Okay, so this seems wonderful. I don't know why we wouldn't do this.
Right, and it's to help them navigate the application
Right,
process.
yeah.
Which is so critical.
Yeah. I agree.
And is this a new program or is this an existing
It's a
program?
grant-based program, East of Seals received a grant in order to provide the resources to do this.
Okay.
So they can provide staff to help these individuals navigate the application process.
Okay. And would this help in regards to some of the folks that are reaching out to us?
Yes and no. Specifically with one of the people who has reached out, they already have access to all these programs.
Okay.
They're asking for expanded programs and expanded resources for folks with disabilities.
Okay,
So it's a different,
different topic.
that would be different, yeah. Okay, well, I move to approve the MOU between Human Services and Easter Seals Colorado for the Disability Access Program.
I'll second the motion and take it to a vote.
Aye.
Aye. Number 4 passes. Moving on to number 5, discussion and consideration of a lease agreement with St. Vincent Health for a coroner's facility. led by Chris Floyd, our county attorney.
Yes, Coroner Craig is out on medical leave right now, so, I've been working with Andy Reeson of St. Vincent Health to finalize the lease for approximately, 2,052 feet in the basement of the legacy building at St. Vincent Health. That used to be an old kitchen, that would be repurposed into space for the coroner's office. The lease will be effective September 1st, at which time we can get in and determine what needs to be done to tee it up for use. But my impression from when we met over there at that facility, it shouldn't require a huge level of build out for that. And it is a 3-year lease at this point in time, so, with the set, they did not do any escalation in the rent, so it should be at $1 a square foot, so $2,000 a month, for the next 3 years to do that.
Well, that's great, thanks
That's
for
awesome.
sticking with that,
And
Chris.
so if y'all approve it today, then it goes to the St. Vincent Health Board for, essentially, Andy as the CEO has the ability to approve it based on the level of use, and so, but he wants to take it through the board to make sure they're all comfortable with it too, so.
Thanks to Andy for listening to us and
Mm-hmm.
helping us out, even though he's leaving us.
And thanks to you, Matt, for the idea and pushing it
I know,
forward.
exactly.
What a team effort.
Got a W here.
Okay, I move to approve the lease agreement with St. Vincent Health for a coroner's facility.
I'll second the motion and take it to a vote.
Aye.
Aye. Alright. Do I need to read out this consent agenda or
No,
Who's
No,
gonna-
just need to,
I move to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second the motion and take it to a vote.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, that concludes our meeting today. August 19th at 11:45 a.m. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you, Chair.
thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.